Well, look who's here. Hi, everyone. I'm here doing my video. I missed a week. Just quickly to give you an update of what went on last week. See, how can I explain this? See, okay, y'all have seen those videos, or y'all might have done it, because I remember doing it in high school too, in gym. Why, I don't know. I think the coaches did it just to make us laugh. But have you ever seen those videos, or have you ever had the where you took the baseball bat, put it on the ground, put your forehead on it, and spin around, and then someone say go, and everyone race to the first base or whatever, and everyone's laughing at everyone because they're so dizzy and falling and stumbling? That was me last week, without having to put my forehead on a bat and spinning around and around. My vertigo was so bad last week that the only thing I really could do was stitch, because amazingly, even though if I'm dizzy, if I focus on a little small area, I guess I'm okay. And of course, you know, my family, God love them, every time I got up to go somewhere and I'm stumbling around because I'm so freaking dizzy, what do? They laugh at me. Of course, they were there to catch me in case I fell, but still. It's okay, I would have done the same thing in there if it was them. So anyway, here I am. I got quite a bit, not a whole lot to show you, but some stuff. Okay. First of all, my daughter, the last video I made, I had my co-host, my daughter. And she watched the video a couple of days after I posted it, and she says, "Mom, you never told anyone what my name was. You just said, 'Here's my daughter.'" So, my daughter's name is Samantha. Cross that off, because I had to write that in my notes to make sure that I told everyone her name. Poor kid. And she's read every single one of y'all's comments. She was so thrilled, so tickled pink. She's on like cloud 9 because, you know, everyone's commenting on her projects and whatnot. So now she hasn't finished the one that she was working on when she watched you, or when she was on the video with me yet, because funny story. The main reason why she was cross stitching so much is because she had gotten in a little trouble with her grades at school, and when her grades dipped to a certain point, we take her phone away from her. So her phone was taken away for a while, so she didn't have her phone to communicate with her friends and everything, and she was bored. So what did she do? She picked up cross stitch. Since she's gotten her phone back, because she's gotten it back since then, because her grades are back on track, she hasn't cross-stitched. So if I want her to finish that project, I'm going to have to think of another thing to take her phone away from her. And I told her that too. I said, if you don't hurry up and finish that, I said, you'll get in trouble somehow. I'll make up something and take your phone away from her. She just looks at me and rolls her eyes. Mom. So, anyway. But she dearly loved y'all's comments. She was like tickled pink. She was cute. So, and I told her as soon as she wants to be in another video with me, but I told her she can't just be in the video with me. She has to have something to show. So I told her as soon as she finished that project, she can be in another video. Of course, that probably won't be anytime soon because, and if y'all are getting bored because I'm telling you all this, so what? I don't care. Because on March 10th, in a couple of weeks, she's in chorus at school. Loves it. Well, they do a trip every year, and this year they're going to Canada. We had to get her a passport and everything, and she thinks she's just hot shit because she's got a passport and her mom doesn't. But they leave on March 10th, like at 5 o'clock in the morning, so we have to go out. While they're there, they're going to go dog sledding, so I have to go get her some like snow pants or something, and of course it has to be cool snow pants. It can't just be like any kind of snow pants. The joys of high school. But there's a bunch of other stuff we got to get for her for the trip, so she's going to be busy the next couple of weeks getting ready for the trip. Plus, I told her she had to have her room clean. I told her if her room's not clean when she goes on that trip, while she's away on the trip, I'm getting a shovel and everything's going out the window. So, alright, enough about my daughter and her messy room and her Canada trip. I would like to thank Trisha at 3 Hours Thread and Christina Doiron. I don't know how to say your last name. for gently letting me know that there are 8 reindeer, sometimes 9 if it's foggy outside, and not 12. But come on, can you blame me for thinking there was 12? Look at that freaking sled. It would take 12 reindeer to pull it. So, I don't know. So yeah, there's not 12 reindeer. There's 8 and 9. Count Rudolph on a foggy night. You know, I had an uncle, true story, I had an uncle that used to tell me, and this is when I was a little kid, that the reason why Rudolph's nose was red was because he drank too much. I know. Who tells a kid that? Okay, I Heart Cross Stitch had commented on my last video about a tutorial on how I do my did those finishes. I got one in the works. I didn't do any FFOing last week because I was just too dang dizzy. If I would have done them, they would have been all crooked and like a funhouse piece or something. But I do got a couple of, I got another Lizzie Kate 3 little word ones that I'm going to do, and I'm hoping when I do that one, I'll do it when my daughter's home so she can help me with the camera, because I don't know. So I got one in the works. I mean, it's so simple. You're going to look at it and say, I didn't need a tutorial for that. That's easy. But I'll do one, because you're not the first person who asked. I've had a couple of the people ask. What are you looking at, Loki? Okay, let's do my finish for not last week, but the week before, because I hadn't shown y'all that, which was week 2 in my rotation, which was another Snowmen of the month, March. I love these little Snowmen of the months. I mean, they whip up really easy, because it's just a snowman, and the rest are little words and whatnot. But he is so cute. His green little vest. So, I would read it to you, but I'm sure y'all can read, and I'll list it up there long enough for y'all to read. For the people who can't read, it says, March. Smiles on our faces, goodness and graces. Luck o' the clover, winter will soon be over. Tell you what, here in Connecticut, we haven't had much of a winter this year. It's been a very mild winter. Thank God. I think that's one reason why my vertigo was so bad, because I don't know why it was so bad last week. Just thank God it's over. Anyway, a note on the Snowmen of the month. I showed you how I finished February, and I have it hanging up on my wall, and I don't like it. I don't like the way it looks. It just doesn't look... I don't like it. So, I still got... That's February. I still got January, and I got this one I'm going to finish. And I'm going to finish them differently. I'm going to find a different way to do it. And I'll probably... The magnets I got, because... I don't know. I'm not going to dig them out. They're somewhere over there. The little magnets on the other side are so teeny tiny. It's like... they're almost the size of the head of a pen. A stick pen, not a writing pen. So that even if you put like a rare earth magnet on the back, it still doesn't stick. It doesn't hold the fabric up. I don't know what Stony Creek was thinking about when they did that. You know, it's just, I don't know. So I'll probably just glue those on there somehow. But I'm gonna finish them a different way, to display them a different way, because I don't like the way I did February, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with February, because I cut it down, so I'm not gonna be able to finish it the same way I finished the other ones. So either I'll just leave it that way and deal with it every February, or I'll restitch it. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. So that's that. Loki, hush. And hey, you know what? I'm the true Texan, because I drink my drinks out of a mock mason jar. Just saying. Okay. I had to throw that in there. So that was week 2. Last week was week 3. And... I started my very first Heaven and Earth design. Isn't she? I just love her. She is beautiful. And I got this one because my mom's, and there's more in the series. I don't know if it's a series, but, well, it's a series, I guess. I don't know if you want to call it a series, but there are 12 ladies like this. And I have them all on my wish list at Heaven and Earth. Of course, it would probably take me 20 million years to finish all of them. But I didn't realize until after I had this one, and after I started looking at the other ones a little bit closer, that they're birthstones. So I don't know what month topaz is, the blue topaz birthstone is. I just know that mine's a yellow one, and that my oldest daughter is ruby. He barks and I lose my train of thought, damn it. But I just like her. And the reason why I got her is because my mother's favorite color was blue. And she loved butterflies. I mean, so, and I saw this and I thought, oh, and I thought of my mother, and of course I bought it. Because I bought it not that long after she passed. And I will say that I did a lot of retail therapy after she passed. That's where I got most of my stuff. But, okay, anyway. Keep it going. So anyway, this is my progress. This is the, and yes, I start at the bottom. This is the bottom corner right here. Because I always start at the bottom and work my way up. Seems like I'm the only one who does that. I haven't seen anyone else do it, but that's my progress so far. How's the lighting? Is the lighting sucking? Or it's just when I put this up, the lighting is sucking. Alright. So that's my progress. I got the corner done, and I got, this is part of her dress. And it's, I was kind of excited, because like, oh boy, I almost got a page finished. The page only took me a week. I'll have this done in no time. Then I thought, well, this is the bottom page, and I'm going to show you this. I mean, if y'all can get the full design off this, then y'all have superpowers. But this is the page I done, and of course, you know, I blotted out, and this is all I got left. And I think, oh, that's not, and then I realized this is the bottom of the page. It's really only half a page. All the other pages are full page. So, but I still think, I mean, and if I wasn't dealing with my vertigo last week, I probably would have gotten more done, because I didn't stitch. I stitched, but I didn't stitch as much as I usually do, believe it or not. And I'm doing this on 28 count 1/1, which when I first started it, when I did the first, I don't know, 100 stitches, I was like, oh God, why am I doing it this way? But then I got used to it. It was just a matter of getting used to it, and now I'm loving it. I'm loving the petiteness of it. Is that a word? If not, it is now, because I just said it. And I'm doing it, and the reason why I'm doing it over 28 count 1/1 is because I first tried it on 25 count 2/1 full cross, but it was going to be so bulky, and then I saw other people say that they do it that way and break needles and it's bulky and blah 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 blah, and I'm like, well, I don't want to have to deal with that. And sorry. I did some test stitching on 1/1, or on 25 count 1/1, full cross 1/1 10 stitch, 2/1 10 stitch. I just didn't like the coverage on any of them, so that's when I did some test stitching on 28 count 1/1 full cross, and I'm like, oh, I really like this coverage. Now, I had thought about going to 18 count or to 20 count, but I didn't want to, because that would change. That would make. I didn't want the piece to be overly huge. I think this is going to end up, when I'm all said and done, I think 9. It's going to be a little bit smaller than 11 by 17. I want to say 9 by 15. Just the design area, which is good, because I didn't want a great big huge piece. Which is why I'm glad I went to 28 count, because I think even on 25 count it would have been a little bit bigger than what I wanted. But I'm enjoying doing it. It's almost kind of memorizing when I get like in a zone, and of course I'm having to use my magnifying glass. But I love it. Of course, now it's time for me to put it away, because it's time for me to bring out my next project I'm going to show y'all. But I will be looking forward to doing this again next month. So, it's beautiful. I love it. So, And everyone, you know, some people say I'm a process stitcher. Some people say I enjoy the starts. I think all you guys now know that I cross stitched. I mean, I like the process of cross stitching. I'm not going to say I'm not a what I just said. But my end goal is to have a finished piece that I can display or give away and say, hey, what I did. That's my motivation, you know. And like I said, it was years of growing up, of finishing what you start and so forth and whatnot. That being said, you know, I was worried I was going to stress out about this taking so long, because I think the longest I ever worked on one piece, and this was years ago, was 3 months. And that was stitching just on that one piece. Actually, no, it wasn't 3 months. I think it was like 2 months. It wasn't 3 months. I think it was 2. Somewhere between 6 to 8 weeks, I think it was. And, of course, you know, I was gotta finish. And I was afraid that was going to happen with this, that once I started it, I know it's going to take so long for it to finish. I mean, I'm looking at least a year, if not longer. And I was afraid that I would stress out of having to hurry up and finish it. But I'm finding that, I don't know, it's because I've conditioned myself before I started this by doing a little projects and having more than one whip to kind of get myself ready for this, that I'm not stressing out about it too much. I mean, I think about it occasionally, but I'm able to make it go away in my head. I can't always make things go away in my head, but I'm getting a little bit better. Which brings us today, which day is Monday. I don't usually tell you what day I'm filming or what the date is, and oh wow, I don't care. Which means I get to bring out my Petal Fairy. This is what I'm going to start. As soon as I get off, well, maybe not as soon as I get off doing this video, but today is what I'm going to start on this one again. And I'm glad to be bringing her back out. I've actually missed her. I'm hoping to get the rest of her skirt and start on the bodice part of her skirt done. I will not be doing her skin 1/1. I know a lot of people do that, and I think it looks beautiful. And it's not that I'm opposed to stitching skin 1/1. I would, especially since I'm doing that 28 count 1/1, it's not as difficult as I thought it was going to be. I would do it in a New York minute if it was charted that way. If I had a chart of it 1/1. But sitting there and trying to do the conversion myself, I get that one stitch is 4 square. You know, I get all that, but knowing my look, I would sneeze and forget how many stitches. You know, I mean, my husband says I got a Teflon brain. You know, nothing sticks. But anyway, yeah. But there's too many things could go wrong where I screw it up, and then I would have to be ripping stuff out, and then I would get aggravated. I don't want to aggravate now. If there was a chart, and I do know, I don't know why Mirabilia doesn't do this. I mean, it would be to their benefit to. They can like add a separate chart in there doing the skin 1/1. And I might send them an email suggesting that. I don't know. Or maybe, you know, they could even, you know, say for $2 extra you get the skin 1/1 chart. I don't know. And that would be great. Then I would do it because it does look nice, but I'm not doing it. Alright, so that's going to be my week 4. What else? Let me check my notes. Now I got my shouts. I'm telling you, man, we're getting a lot of new floss tubers, and I am loving it. It's great. I love it. So let me go through some of these And some of these y'all probably already seen or not or whatnot, but I'm going to do them anyway. First one is Jessica Henderson. I watched this girl's video, and this poor girl, she explained it, but I'm not quite sure how she did it, but somehow or another, like when she was supposed to use 2 threads to stitch, somehow or another she doubled it and was using 4. And she couldn't understand why. Poor girl. She's so sweet, though. She's since learned her. She's cute, though. I think everyone, well, she's new, and she's got quite a few videos. I think she was putting one out almost every other day there for a while. But Cowgirl Kate, oh, she has so many conversions on the Celtic ladies, and they are all just so beautiful. She did one where she added a guy to it, and his uniform is all in Krennic. You know, she's got 2 where she added horses in them. I mean, oh, if you haven't already seen her videos, go take a gander at them. Stitching Black Cat with a K. And again, I will be linking these at the bottom. She's such a sweet girl. I gotta go watch her. Okay, I like this next one. Danielle B. She actually listened to me when I said, if I can make a video, you can make a video. Because that's what she did. And she says that in her video, and I'm like, oh. So like I said, so she's right. Go Fishy 25. She did a lovely Hardanger one. And I think she's the one that said that she was going to try to do a tutorial on it or something. So go check her out. The Simple Stitcher. She's in Oz. She lives down under Australia. And she has some really lovely whips too. Oh, and then we got another guy with us. Stitching Ryan, and he lives somewhere here in Connecticut. I left a thing on his first video asking him where in Connecticut, and he's probably thinking, why is this weird woman wanting to know where I live? But I was excited to see another Connecticut cross stitcher. So, and then Mulala Stitches. I don't know if she watches my video, but I was watching her video, and she said that she's married to her best husband. And my thought was, okay, did she have a couple of worst husbands, like, off in the sideline? I'm not making fun of you, dear. It's just, I thought that was cute. Then we have Welch Stitcher. She did a short but sweet video. She just finished the berry collector from, I think Nora Corbett or Mirabilia. I don't know. To me, they're both the same. But it turned out really lovely. Then we have M. Kissa. I like her. She's very down to earth. She's very real. She did a very good job on her first video. And then, oh God, I don't know how to pronounce her name. It's Edesse, Edessa Lamb. She was cute too. She did her video, and you could tell she wasn't all that nervous, but you could tell she was a little nervous. I got a kick out of hers. And then we got Lauren Henderson. I was watching her video, and through the whole video, she didn't know if she was saying "bescorn you" right or not. And she kept saying, I don't know if I'm saying it right. She would say it 2 different ways. One way it was right, and one way it wasn't, and she didn't know which one was right. So, watch Karen Mazzio's. She did a tutorial on that. Watch her. She can tell you how to say it. And then a new one I just watched this morning, Atlanta Dream Stitches. Can you hear that? That's my dog wanting out. You can wait, Loki. Loki! He just came in before I started this video. He does not have to go out. Anyway, ignore that. Atlanta Dream Stitchers. I just watched her. She's got 2 videos out. She got 1 video out and then 1.5. And she was having some technical difficulty with her phone. It was cute. Go watch her. So those are all my shout outs. Like I said, a lot of new people. I should have counted them up and see how many new people since the first of the year, but I'm too lazy to do that right now. I got so many other stuff I gotta do. But I'm loving it. I'm loving watching the new people. Like I said, I love watching everyone's videos. And again, you know, we all take the time out to watch my video. I'm going to take the time out to make sure I watch you guys' videos. It's just how, it's just what it is. That dog's going to drive me crazy. You know, dogs are very intuitive to their owners. Loki, come. Come here, Loki. Okay. And all dogs are that way. And if you have a dog, and if you owned them, you know, for any length of time, when you're sick or you don't feel good, they sense that. And, you know, especially my two dogs, if I'm not feeling well, they sense that. And it's like, Pepper wants to be, like, glued to me. I mean, if she's not on my lap, she's right next to me. And I sit in my chair, and then Loki is like, you know, because he can't fit up in the chair. Because I got all my cross-stitching crap on it. Will sit right in front of my feet. On my feet if my feet are on the floor. And of course, last week, both of them were glued to me. And I'm trying to walk from... I get up to go to the bathroom or something, and of course I'm dizzy, and I'm like, oh, you know. And, you know, Loki wants to walk right beside me, which is a trip hazard when you're dizzy. I told my husband, I said, you know, I want to take the dogs off one day and give me a break. But luckily, the last day and a half, since Saturday afternoon, I haven't had any dizzy spells, so fingers crossed. Oh, good Lord. Okay, I can't think. Oh, I have. Okay, I shouldn't tell you this because I'm not prepared, but give y'all a brief. What's to come soon? Okay, I'm on this Floss of the Month Club for Carrie's Creations, Flossie, and I get the cottons and I get the silks, and I really love these flosses. And I've decided I don't like storing them this way. I don't like them in bags. I hate that. I hate that. And I really don't want to bobbinate them because I just don't. You know, I'm bobbinating my DMC, but I just don't want to bobbinate these. So I've been racking my brain on a way to store them that's better than this. So I've come up with a brilliant idea that one day this week, hopefully I'll get out to the stores to buy the stuff to do it, and then I can show y'all. And it's kind of an offshoot of the Pyrex Stitches idea. Have y'all seen her video where she does the coat hangers with her DMC and everything? I thought that was cool. And it's kind of like that, but it's not going to be on coat hangers because I don't have an extra closet where I can hang mine up. But I was thinking if I could get one of those, like the tension bars that I can put in my bookcase here, you know, so it runs all the way across, and I can get like go to the dollar store and get like the cheap hooks, the shower hooks, you know, then I could hook and they can hang. So that was my brilliant idea last week when I couldn't do anything because I was too damn dizzy. So I'm going to try to do that because I think that would be pretty, having them all hanging up, and then I can just look and say, oh, I want this color, I want this color. I don't know. Sometimes my brilliant ideas aren't very brilliant once I try to implement them. So we're going to see how this goes. I'll give y'all an update on my next video. Let's see, what else? What else? Anything else? That's it. Keep making y'all's videos. If you're watching this video and you don't make videos, hey, you can do it. Who was it? Danielle B. She did it because I said she could. Y'all can too. Let's get those videos. I need more videos to watch. I guess that's it. Until next time. Bye, guys.